While doing press rounds and starting to hype up the Thunderbolts, Sebastian Stan, aka the Winter Soldier Bucky Barnes, was asked about a future appearance in more Avengers films and whether or not he knows anything that's going on. Now, of course, he's not going to spoil anything, but he did say that he's super interested in seeing what Robert Downey Jr. does, and he talks a little bit more about that whole idea and some of the backlash. So once again, this comes at us from the Winter Soldier himself, Sebastian Stan, from an interview that was conducted by GQ magazine. And they specifically asked him about Robert Downey Jr. returning for the next two Avengers films. And he said, and I quote, "I hope I'm in scenes with him. Is there any other guy that could pull that off? I don't know. Probably not. After Tropic Thunder, is there anything that guy can't do?" So obviously what he's talking about, Tropic Thunder, there is the time that Robert Downey Jr. played a black character in a film. You know, it's been memed plenty of times. I think everybody knows what it is. But also what he's talking about is the fact that Robert Downey Jr. has range. And a lot of people that are still aren't convinced that he's going to be a good Doctor Doom. And I'm not convinced he's even playing the proper Victor Von Doom, as I've kept saying. I hope I'm right on that, and he's just a Tony Stark variant that takes on that mantle. But Robert Downey Jr. has this ability to really flex his acting muscles, as we've seen. Whether it's Iron Man, or Tropic Thunder, or Sherlock, or, I mean, just look at him in Oppenheimer, you know? Like, he's got range. He can do it. And I understand what Sebastian Stan is saying here as well. He hopes to share scenes with him because, let's be real, the characters have history. Well, okay, Iron Man, played by Robert Downey Jr., has history with Winter Soldier. But if you guys remember, I made a video of how I think they're going to kill off a couple characters. I'll make sure it's one of the videos that's recommended. And I think Bucky could be one that Doctor Doom quickly takes out for specific reasons. So I definitely get more hyped the moment that more actors are hyping up his return, because obviously they were there with him. And they know how he works. And we've never heard bad things coming from the set of any of these films related to him or anything like that. Outside of when he didn't want to hang out with any of the Marvel actors for whatever reason. He was just always by himself and didn't even partake in, like, the gatherings. You know, which, I guess, it's for his own good, right? So, yeah, I'm glad to hear that everybody, including Sebastian, is glad that he's back and super excited to see what they're going to do next.